Recording. All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another party, and we're going to have a good time today, right?
Yes.
Yay!
Yay!
Who brought the pizza?
I think that's what Laura's eating. So,
It's toast. It's not pizza. I can't eat
okay,
pizza.
we're going to talk about making brushes. I want to make it super simple, so all we do is just walk through, and everybody can do it really easily. I'm going to start with the logo brush again because that's the easiest one to do. At least in my mind, it's easy. What I'll do is do some text. So I'll hit T for text. This is where I'm going to go with it. And it fills in with the lipsum lorem ipsum thing. You can turn that off in your preferences if you don't like that. It doesn't bother me. It tells me what text is going right now, so it's not a big deal. I'm going to change to Taken by Vultures Demo, which you can find this on dafont.com, Dafont. And I've used it just for my logo, Michael Collins. And I want to make it a little bit bigger just because. And what you have to do is you have to select the text to make it bigger. So let's make it 60 point just for fun, twice what it was. Hit return. Oh, don't do that. Hit the checkbox up here. Check. And it says Michael Collins. My next one, I'm actually going to put an Arial font so it's different. I'll go to Arial and type in photography. And you guys are lucky to see my typing skills that I have because I can't type worth a darn. And I'm going to put that about 27 point text, bring it up underneath. Like, let's put it right under the M there. And now I have what I want for my logo. And with the brush, what you have to remember is what is black is what you're going to see when you paint. If I invert this, Command I to invert, okay, let me flatten it first so to do it. Come on, you got to play with me here. Play with me. There we go. Command I to invert, it goes to white. And if I painted with that, it would paint everything but the brush that I want it to brush with. So black is the one you paint with. So hit M for marquee, use the marquee tool to draw a square around it. And then go to edit, define brush set. And this is Photoshop Party logo. Click OK. And now in the brushes, it brings up that brush immediately. So whatever you have, as the brush is selected now, and my computer's running very slow for some reason. And the very last one is PS Party logo. That's always what will happen when you make a new brush. It comes up last on the bottom of the brush palette, but it automatically brings up that brush. So if I decide I want to paint, Command D to deselect. You can't paint outside of the selection. And you notice it turned gray there, and you go, wait a minute, I have black selected.
Opacity.
But if you go up to the top to opacity, it's 48%. So I'll just hit 0 to bring it up to 100%. And now it's black. If I do flow, let's say 45%, the same thing happens. It goes gray. So unless you turn the airbrush on and hold it down, then it'll go dark all the way. Clear out the brushes there. That's a simple, easy brush. let's go a little bit more complex brush this time.
How'd you clear everything out all at once?
How did I?
Yeah.
I filled the background with white. So I hit Command Delete and it filled it with white. If I hit Option Delete, it'll fill it with black.
Thanks.
And if you hit Command Z, it goes backwards. Okay, let's go to this image right here. I have the choice. I can either make the leaf a brush, or we could take a part of the log and make it into a brush. Which way you guys want to go?
Do the leaf.
Do the leaf.
Do the leaf?
Mike, can I ask a quick question?
Most
So when
definitely.
If we look at your brush right now, it looks like it's just a outline of your signature.
Yes.
Okay, because I was working on this yesterday and I was so confused on why it looked like that. I kept going back and doing it over again. And then finally, I stamped it, and then the opacity I had to change, and oh my gosh.
Yeah.
But I got it eventually.
Yeah, let me close that out and hit B for brush, go. And you can see it just fills in the color that I have selected, but it still looks like it's not there, but it is there. Okay, if we're going to do the brush, let's go in, or the leaf, let's go and zoom in on the leaf. And what I want to do is I want to select this leaf. So in Photoshop, there's probably 15 ways to select a leaf. 50 ways to leave your lover. Get on the bus, Gus. Okay, I'll stop
50
singing.
ways to leave the leaf.
I'm going to go to select color range just for fun to see if this one works for me. And it brings up my color picker. And it says sample colors. I can sample the yellows. And it gets the leaf pretty well sampled, but not quite. I'm going to go with sample colors. And it just does a little bit. If I drag it across, nothing happens. If I hold the shift key while I do it, sample all those colors in there, it gets...
Color range?
This is select color range.
Oh, okay.
And then hold my shift key down and select this area up here as well. And that pretty much selected the leaf, I think.
So by holding down the shift key, you're like doing the dropper with the plus sign here.
Right.
Okay.
You can click on the dropper with the plus sign and not hold the shift key down. So you can just drag it across over here.
Shortcuts are always good.
Yeah, the shift key does. And then if you have it set to normal and you hit the Option or Alt key, it will delete that area that you have selected. So I'm going to hit OK.
Looks like you've got areas selected outside of the leaf too.
I do. And that's okay for now. That didn't get all of the areas that I wanted. So let's go to select similar. See if it selects a similar, and it goes way out too far. So I'm not going to do that. I'm going to go to my Magic Wand tools, and I'm going to use the quick selection tool. You have to click on it first. And it is automatically set in the upper left-hand corner. It's automatically set to add. So I don't have to hold the shift key. And just one click and it got everything there, except for, I want to get rid of the stuff around it. So I'm going to hold the Option key and the bracket key to make it bigger, so I can just drag. Hold the Option key or Alt key, drag over the areas that I don't want. Da 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 da. And I think
Photoshop and serenading all together.
And a little spot right there. Okay, now I've got an issue. What color is the leaf?
Yellow.
Not black.
It's not black, it's yellow, gold. So I'm going to go up to Image, Adjustments, down to Threshold. And I'm going to drag it all the way to the right. And now it's black. If I hold back a little bit, it'll put some texture in the leaf. So yeah, let's have some texture in the leaf, just for fun. And click OK. Okay. Now that we've done that, it's black with a little bit of white in it for the texture. I go up to Edit. Define brush preset. Why is it not allowing me to do brush preset? I have a selection. Okay, let's go ahead and do Command J.
I was wondering if it could be because of the locked layer.
It might be. I don't know. I can do it on lock layer as well. So I'm just going to select my brush that I want, again, the leaf. Instead of going through the selection process, now that it's on its own layer, as you can see by itself, you know what? I'll just take M for marquee.
So you want to do you don't want to duplicate the layer like you normally do when you put something in Photoshop. The first thing I do is Command J and then I start working. So
Well, I had the leaf selected, so when I hit Command J, it just did the leaf only.
Okay.
And then when I hit use the marquee tool, that should define brush preset is now available. Click on that. We're going to call it Party Leaf. And remember the last brush I had selected in my brush set?
Your logo?
The logo. But you see now that I have a leaf selected. So let's go ahead and get rid of that layer. Goodbye layer. Drag away, bye-bye. I'm going to take this, no, I don't even need that. Go over to the one that I had left open, and I have a leaf. One problem with this leaf is, let me show you what the problem is. See if it'll show it better here. Brush. You can see with this brush that it has all kinds of extra stuff around the outside. So what I can do is I can erase out all that stuff, all the little dots around there, or just leave it in there. I mean, it's completely 100% what you want to do. You can make yourself your own new brush.
What did you do to go from having the leaf on its own layer to now it being black and orange?
Okay, you can see that my...
Sorry, everyone.
That's okay. I'll go back.
No, it's a good question.
It is a good question. So let's go ahead and go back a few history states. Threshold. Okay. So I hit, the leaf is selected right now. So I hit Command J to put it up on its own layer.
Right.
I got rid of the background noise and hit M for marquee and drew a selection around the leaf. So I have the leaf is selected. From there, I go to Edit, Brush Preset.
Right.
Edit, Define Brush Preset. We already did that into a brush, and I named it Party Brush.
Okay.
I went back to my blank layer over here, and I selected a color just to paint with. B for brush, and my color is set to green right now. But before that, what I did is I made the background black so you could see it better. To make the background black, see the background layer is set to black. So what I did was hit Command or Control Delete, which filled with black. So now my background is black. My foreground color is green, so I hit paint and it painted away.
Okay. Got it. Thank you.
You're welcome. Any other
Hey, Mike.
questions? Yes.
Here's a note, because you got the extra stuff around the leaf, and that was because you had extra stuff selected.
Uh-huh.
One of the things I do when I make selections, because I do this all the time and I'm always getting extra stuff, is I will, I'll make my selection and black out the back. So do that and then get rid of the background and just, or select your black, your leaf on that background. No, go up one layer. Go back to your leaf layer.
Okay.
Okay. Get rid of the back, turn the background off. Now, select your leaf,
Uh-huh.
just your leaf, inverse select, and then just delete everything, and it'll take care of all that other crap that's on there, because you can see dots all over. And I do it all the time because I'm always doing stuff like this.
Okay.
It's just a way to get rid of everything you don't want really easily. You
Yeah.
can't do select though. You have to actually just select your leaf.
Right. And right now I have the leaf selected. What I can do is go in and mask
Yeah.
and then mask away everything around the leaf. So go to a
Yeah.
soft round brush, fairly big. And then we'll paint with white. Not paint with black, sorry.
Get rid of it. So that's just a note. That's something that I do whenever I'm selecting
Yeah.
stuff, because I'm cleaning up with
Yeah.
extra stuff.
Laura, I do something similar. I'll usually lasso around it and then invert the selection and press delete.
Right. Well, that's what I do too. But however you select it, you select. But yeah.
Yeah, you can do that.
Lots of ways to do everything.
There's 50 ways to leave your lover.
At least delivered.
At least your lover, yes.
Okay, I'm not
Or
going to
love
say
your
that. I'm
leaf.
going to close it. I'm going to go to my next one, which is actually set to black on the layer. But if you look, I have a mask there, and below it, I have the background, which is painted with a gradient, just for fun. So let's go to my leaf. Like I can just go to the leaf right here, because it's in one of the last few times I've used it. Leaf is selected, go out. Let's make it really big. And why I did it? Oh, I see. Okay. You can paint over a background that you have. So I was painting over the background and I made the brush. Let's go back. B for brush, 100% flows 50%. That's why it looks like it's grayed out. Okay. If I disconnect my mask from my layer by hitting the link right here, I can move my mask with the move tool and move the mask wherever you want. So I painted with the leaf. And you can see that it changes colors as I move it around. If that's the background that I'm painting over, so I can move it around. Once it's linked, you try to move this and it moves the whole layer, not just the mask. And did you notice that I got rid of all the layers, the layer panel and my toolbar all at one time really quick so it have a bigger screen? All I did was hit the tab key, and the tab key basically gets rid of all your tools.
Mike, can you move your tool, your layer palette over because right now it's behind all the pictures, at least on my screen. I'm assuming on everybody's, so I can see what you did. You said you unlinked it. There you go.
Okay. What I did is I hit the link right here,
Ah, okay.
Make sure that your background is selected. You can see the box around your mask is selected.
Yeah.
So the box is around that. Use the move
Thank you.
tool
Okay, thank you.
and move it over there. Okay. How far can I go with this so you can still see it?
There,
Right
Yeah.
there?
Yeah.
Okay.
I can see both boxes. Yeah.
Yeah, I like having my screen. I like working on my 32-inch monitor. There's so much room to play with. And
Can I ask a question?
no. Next.
So if I want to make my logo, it's into a brush
Uh-huh.
on a transparent background. If I select that in Photoshop, how do I get the brush preset? How do I get to the brush preset thingy? How do I get there?
Okay. Let's go ahead and go to brushes to bring up the tool. Can you see the upper left toolbar up here?
Yeah.
Okay. Right now my brush is selected, right?
Oh, okay.
I have the leaf selected. So let's say I'm going to make this my logo. I'm going to go to the one that has the brush right there. That's your brush presets. Click on the drop down and then hit the settings wheel, new tool preset.
Oh, okay. Wait a second. Let me see if I can find that. Brush.
So go to the settings to new tool preset.
Why do we need to make a new tool when we have the brush already?
I will show you why. Good question. Thank you for asking. You set me up. Okay, let's do new tool preset and brush tool party leaf 1. Okay, click OK. And if you look at my presets up here, I have the soft round 50% flow. That's why I got to change that one. Brush tool preset, I've got my logo. I have my eye brush. I have my eye color brushes down here. These are the ones I use a lot. So if I click on logo 2018, then I can paint my logo in. If I want to go to my old logo, got to make it smaller so it fits.
How come we can't see it?
It's down at the bottom.
But I mean, the outline, because we were seeing the outline of your other one before.
You should be able to see it now.
Yeah.
It was probably, you can't see the outline at all?
Mm-mm.
Mm-mm.
Can
Just
anybody?
not moving your mouse. Just saying.
We can
What
see
can I
your
say?
cursor, but not the outline of your logo.
Okay, how's that?
Nope.
No,
No,
just black.
but now you can see where I painted.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay. I don't know why it's not showing up because it's big on my screen.
Hit caps. Oh, it's showing on your screen?
It's showing on my screen. I'm right underneath where it says Collins Photography. I've got the brush right underneath it.
Maybe if you have a white background, maybe it's just too close in color to the black for us.
It seems
Well,
like Zoom does this a lot of times. Some of this, some parts of the screen sharing don't share.
No,
Oh, I like that.
still can't see it.
Yeah.
Oh, you're not in the brush now.
Yeah, I'm in the brush and it's right
Oh.
underneath the one that's painted.
Oh, well.
And it's okay. Anyway, it is there. Trust me. Trust me.
Maybe I need to make this bigger.
Okay. The reason I do the presets here, these are the brushes I use all the time. So I want to, instead of having to go find them
Mm-hmm.
in the brush panel here and go
Mhm.
through, well, let me show you. Come on. Spinning wheels, circles, come on.
So you don't do anything with them differently in tools than in the brush thing. It's just it's more convenient to have all your tools in one place.
Exactly. All the ones I use all the time are there. But you can see I've got, my computer's running extremely slow, so it's not going up. I wanted to go all the way to the top.
Now, is there a difference between, I was reading something, between tools and brushes that you can, When I went to load a tool, it told me that it should go into brushes instead, because your brushes are tools.
Yeah, it's the tools. Each of these are tools on the left-hand side.
Mm-hmm.
And so if I go to, say, the spot healing brush tool,
Okay.
there's a preset for spot healing brush, which I don't have any presets right now for that
Okay.
one. If I go to the text tool, don't let me down. Yeah. I have text that the fonts that I use on a regular basis. And I don't know why I have some of those in there right now because, it could be because when I'm teaching a class, I'll add a new one in there. But you hit these fonts before you start typing.
Right, and then it's that font. Okay.
And it hits that font for you.
Now, do you get in there by doing the new tool preset?
Yeah. So
Okay.
I went to text, my text tool. These are the presets I have there. And all you do is, let's say you have Taken by Vultures. Okay. That's now what's up at 179. Let's bring it down to, let's make it 100. 100. If I go up here, go to add new tool preset, horizontal type tool 1. Holy cow, do I really want that as my description? Taken by Vultures.
Okay.
And it's at 100
That makes sense.
So now it's in there. So
Okay.
anytime I want to use that one, I just go in there and click, there it is. And when I'm using my type tool, I keep forgetting that I have the presets in there. But if you type away, and we'll say Lipsum Scorum, never mind, Michael. I said Michael, anything. There we go. There's Michael. Click OK. If I decided I wanted to change this text here, Command A to select it all, you see that the tool preset right there
Right out.
is now grayed out. You can't change it using your preset once you've typed it in.
Okay.
So there you go with that.
You said you could change that generic text that comes up.
The
Make it something
long-
else or just remove it.
You can just remove it. You go to Preferences, to Type Tool, wherever the Type Tool is.
Down.
There it is, down where it
You
says
can't
Type.
have it just say you look amazing today or something like that.
No, it won't do that. We need to
That's
talk.
what you need there, Kimberly.
We need to talk to Adobe about that
Yeah,
because
we need
that
some
would help a whole
personal
lot.
confirmation every time we bring up text.
But you always look amazing,
You're sweet.
and it's not in this area. There it is.
Right there.
Fill new type layers with placeholder text.
Yeah.
Click that off. Click OK. Now when I open up, it no longer does the ipsum scorum yacum pudu.
Okay.
Go back to preferences, turn that back on again. It tells me what font I'm in right away. So, okay. Any other questions? We can answer questions all day. We'll make it up as we go.
We're not going to get disconnected.
No, I paid the $15 for the monthly fee.
Oh, cool. That was nice of you.
If you guys want to donate $1 or a chocolate bar to me, I'll be happy to take it. But wait, don't call now. Shortcut. I want just the colored background to show up, so it's background only. To do that, all I have to do is hit the option and click on the eye for background, and it turns off all the others. To turn it back on, same thing, option I, and it turns them all back on. Shortcut.
Why isn't that showing?
Because it's on white, white makes it disappear. However, if I change that to black, the fastest way to do that, Command I, and it should show.
Doesn't show.
Should show.
Doesn't show.
It doesn't show, which is weird. Okay, let's change this one to black.
Still doesn't show.
Change this one black to white. Command I, and it still doesn't show. I don't know why it's not showing. Turn that off, see what happens. Nothing. The black is not showing there. Okay. When all else fails, look at your toolbars.
I was just gonna say
Opacity.
that.
Opacity, 0.
Opacity, 0. So I type in 0, it's 100%. Turn it back on.
Oh,
Yay! When all else fails, look at your toolbars. And did we go through opacity versus fill?
no, I'd like to hear, I heard it this morning and it didn't make any sense. Could you do it for me?
Okay, I will do that for you today. Let's do,
Before you go on, you were making some changes to the preferences and type, I think. How did you get to that?
okay. I'm in the type tool right now, T for type on the left-hand side. Go up to the toolbar at the top and you have your toolbar preferences. So
Okay.
whatever happens to be selected at the time, if you hit the settings wheel up here,
Yeah.
new tool preset, and you can add a new preset there.
Yeah, and you went and you changed some existing, there were selections there like escape to commit type. Where was that one at?
Yeah, that was in the preferences. You went to the preferences, Michael.
That's on top of the screen.
Photoshop preferences.
Oh, Photoshop preferences, okay.
Oh, okay. Photoshop, preferences, type.
Type.
Okay.
There it is.
There it is. Okay.
It's back again though.
Yeah,
I turned it back on.
Oh, okay.
It tells me, when I bring up my type tool, it tells me what font is selected without having to go up and look for it. And also the size. If it doesn't fit in there, then I know that my size is too big and I need to bring the size down right away. Does that make sense? So let's say I'm going to do the type tool here. And it brings up, da-da-da-da-da-da. It brings up,
didn't bring it up.
oh, let's try this.
Too
Let's
big.
go to,
Oh,
There it is. It was black.
Doing black
it
on
was
black.
black on black. When all else fails, look at the toolbar at the top and then the toolbar over here. That will help you. Okay, if it's too big, it won't fit in there. So I go automatically, I look and go, oh, 263, duh, that's a little bit big. Let's go to 36. And that tells me that it's big enough. And this is the size it's going to be. This is the font that it's going to be. Well,
what's
I
the
don't,
difference between doing that and then grabbing the box and making it smaller by grabbing the corners?
not a whole lot. You can, like I said, there's 50 ways to kill your font. I don't like this font. In the old versions of Photoshop, you had to select the entire font. Let me close that so it's, whoops. There we go. You had to select your font and decide, okay, we're going to change this to Trojan Pro. Click OK, and it's fixed. Well, Photoshop designers got smart for me. So what they did, I'm going to change everything to 1. Let's go to And you can see that it's changing the fonts as I slide down my font selections. Let's go to Baskerville, click on it. And it changed it.
Not to Baskerville.
I did not click on you.
There you
I
go.
clicked on Baskerville. I didn't mean to click on you. How's that? And I want to change the font size. Let's go to 48. And I want to change the color. Let's go to slime green. And you'll notice I was not in, nothing was selected when I did that. If you have your type tool selected, you have your font, your layer for the type tool selected, you can change all of that without going in and selecting it all, unless you want to do one letter or one word. So let's say I want to do just the M here on lorem. Click red at work. Click OK. And now it's just one word select or one letter selected and changed. It's shortcut in 2019 and a half, I think, is when they did that one. And I love it. Other questions? If you look at the top toolbar, can you see my top toolbar up here?
Yeah.
Okay, where it says sharp, and then also where it has your justification, and then next to it you have the white box with the question mark in it. Do you know why the white box has a question mark in it?
You got 2 typefaces in the same thing.
I have 2 colors going on. That's my color.
Colors.
That's my color.
Yeah.
So it
Oh,
has 2 different colors going on. It says, well, I don't know which one is your primary, so we'll pick it out.
What happens if you have 2 different typefaces? Wouldn't that be there too?
Yes, let's do this. Change the type from Baskerville to Athiona,
Whoever that is.
whatever it is. Click OK. And now you look at the typeface in the upper left here,
mhm.
it's blank.
Yeah.
So that wherever it's at, it will tell you. And wherever you make changes, like if I made $, let's make it 24 point. Click OK. Now my size is gone blank, telling me there's a mismatch going on in there.
Michael, is there a preferences for how your justification is? Every time I go to do it, it always goes centered, and I don't want centered. I want the left justified. How do I have it do that?
Try something really quick. What I just did, I went Command N for a new new project. Let's go ahead and mine goes to.
I know yours does. Mine always goes to center, and I don't know why. Is there a place that I am supposed to?
Is it?
Yeah, next
Where?
to, yeah, right there.
No.
It should go to the last time. The last time you used it, it should stay the same.
Okay, because it's a sticky command. Okay.
I think it's probably from the last time.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I'll have to look. I thought maybe like the one you showed with the preferences, there was a preference somewhere that you could have it always start there. Okay.
Let's take a look.
I don't think so. They would be in type, and I didn't see that.
Oh, I don't see it.
No, I didn't see it because I saw the escape. I don't know
Yeah.
what missing glyph protection means.
I don't know. On a scale of 1 to 10, I'm about a 5 in Photoshop. I know a lot of shortcuts. I know how to do a lot of things, but compared to Julianne Cost, I might be a
Oh my
2.
God.
If you guys need some people to follow,
Oh, yeah.
here we go. Come on, you can type this. Julianne Cost. Aaron. Oh, what's Aaron's name?
Flern? That Flern guy?
Flern, yeah. Niece?
Learn.
I'll just do Flern. How's that? Okay, let's go to, oh, my hero,
Yeah,
Dave
God.
Cross. Matt,
The virtual thing going on this week.
yeah,
I've been watching that. Oh my God.
Is it good?
Darn or whatever. Yeah, it's going on right now.
Is it good?
Oh God, yes.
What is
it's
it?
all, the guys that are teaching that are phenomenal. I mean, they're
Oh my
all fantastic.
My brain is about bursting.
I've been doing Matt Koklowski's things too. He's great.
Oh, he's fantastic.
We have Matt speaking for PPSB a week from Wednesday. So we'll be posting about that in a couple of days if anybody wants to join us.
Virtually?
Pick me.
Yeah, I told him I was inviting everybody in our affiliate, our area, and gonna extend it to PPC and the PPA affiliate leaders group as well. So,
Yeah, but
Very
it's
cool.
only going to be 100 people. So,
not in Matt's.
oh, not in Matt's?
No, because we're not hosting it in Zoom. He's hosting it.
Oh, okay.
So that's when? Next Wednesday?
Yeah, but I think he's changing our time on us. It was supposed to be Wednesday, the 22nd at 2, but it might be at 11 a.m. So I just received an email early this morning asking for a time change.
What's he going to be doing?
I think he's doing the same thing for everybody, Lightroom, Photoshop, training thing. The nice thing he's doing though, I asked him for a extra benefit for our paid members, and he is going to give us an additional coupon for our paid members. So I can share that with you guys too.
Great. Matt's the one talking?
Yes.
Oh, I just deleted everybody.
Undo.
I tried undo. Okay. Let's go and Julianne Cost. Aaron Nace. Matt Lokowski. Dave Russ. And Colin Smith. These are my 5 go-to people that I follow all the time, and they are phenomenal. They will break it down for you and keep it simple. So
Well,
screenshot these names.
I'll add one to that, Michael. I
Yeah,
love Ben Wilmore.
Ben Wilmore.
Yeah, all the stuff he's done on Creative Live. I own a lot of his
Yeah,
Photoshop boot camp, Lightroom boot camp.
Yep, I've got those.
I've done a lot of following these guys on Creative Live as well. These guys are fantastic. Ben's occasionally above my pay grade, but for the most part, he's got some down to earth stuff as well. Matt just reminds me of my son, and I love listening to him speak and Julianne Koss, she's fantastic in person because she makes a lot of mistakes. So she's human, but she knows what she's doing.
I think she's doing a webinar. I can't remember if it's through PPA or through one of the states. I know I signed up for it. I'm looking for it on my calendar to tell you guys.
Yeah, but if you guys
PPA's been doing stuff too that are pretty good.
If you guys follow these people, you can't go wrong. They will teach you the proper way to do it. Not some of the YouTube people you see out there take 30 steps to bring up their brush. And it's like nails on a chalkboard to me because I like getting things done quickly. Okay, any other questions?
Thank you.
Yeah.
What's
Thank you
next?
very much,
next?
Mikey.
Oh, thank you guys.
What
I
are
have
you
a
doing
question
next?
about your tool panel.
What's that?
I have a question about your toolbox.
Okay.
What's the banana? I've seen it
Oh,
every
the
week. I
banana.
just don't know what
You
it is.
have to take a Photoshop class from Mike to learn about it.
You're talking about the banana down here in the bottom of my
I
toolbar?
am.
You have to take one of my classes. It's one of my top secret things that I do. I think I learned that from Matt Kloskowski. So he might teach it to you. I'll do it next class.
Okay.
I'll do it next
So
class.
the next class will be the banana class.
The banana class. You know what?
Good.
We'll go ahead and do the toolbar and show people how to take tools out
Oh, yeah.
and how
Okay.
to move tools around
That's a good one.
so that you don't have stuff in there that you don't want.
Right.
Like
That'd
me,
be awesome.
if you look, you don't see the pin tool in my toolbar. If you look very
Okay.
closely, there is no pin tool in my toolbar.
Well,
Why
right
is
now I'm
that?
not seeing you at all. I'm seeing your screen at
well,
all.
here,
We
Let
don't
me
see
bring
your
up-
screen.
that's a good thing. You see me.
And
How
everybody
could we
else.
want more?
But there is no pin in the toolbar that I've taken it out. I do not like pin tool. Pin tool and I fight. However, there are times when I have to use it, like when I want to do flames, I have to use the pin tool and make a path.
Mm.
And several people have tried to teach me how to use the pin tool, and it's like kindergarten. You're not going to teach me. I refuse to learn.